Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I was looking in the mirror this morning and it hit me, time really doesn't wait for anybody. And one of the first places we see that right under our eyes. So many of my patients, especially as they get into their 40s, 50s, and beyond, come in frustrated. They point to their eyes and say, "Doctor, these bags and these lines are making me look tired all the time. I just don't feel like myself." And I totally get it. It's frustrating. Now, I've had more than a few patients who are so over it that they start thinking about surgery. They want something permanent, something that will just fix it. And listen, if that's something you're considering, I'm not here to talk you out of it. But before you go down that road, before you deal with the pain, the downtime, the expense, and honestly, the reality that for many people, those bags can actually come back in a few years anyway. Can we just try something else first? What if I told you there's a way to help smooth and tighten that under eye area that is not only effective, but also incredibly safe, natural, and costs just pennies? And the best part, the answer is probably sitting in your kitchen right now today. I'm going to share what I call a natural lifting technique. It's simple, it's backed by some interesting science, and the main ingredient is something you probably already have: a plain, ordinary potato. I know it sounds almost too simple, right? But stick with me here in the world of natural skincare. The potato has actually earned a pretty impressive nickname. Some people call it nature's Botox. And no, that's not just an old folk remedy. There's real science behind why this humble vegetable can actually make a noticeable difference. Let me break down the science for you in simple terms. Reason number one: potassium. Potatoes are packed with potassium. Now, if you've ever talked to a doctor or a dietitian about bloating or puffiness, you've probably heard about sodium. Most of us, especially if you're eating processed foods, takeout, or even just enjoying a salty snack, get way too much sodium. And when you have too much sodium, your body holds on to water. That's fluid retention. Potassium helps counteract that. It helps your body flush out that excess fluid. So for anyone whose under eye bags are mostly puffiness, what I call fluid bags, that high potassium content can be a game changer. Reason number two: B vitamins. Potatoes are also rich in B vitamins, specifically B complex. These vitamins are essential for healthy skin. They support cell turnover, help repair damaged skin, and over time can help brighten that dark, tired looking area under your eyes. Think of it as giving your skin the nutrients it needs to regenerate. Reason number three, and this is the really cool part: the physical property of potato starch. Potatoes are full of natural starch, and here's what's fascinating. When that starch dries, it contracts, it shrinks slightly, and when you apply it to your skin, that contraction creates a very gentle, natural tightening effect. It's like a very mild, invisible lift. As it dries, it gently pulls the skin taut. That's why I call it a natural facelift for your eyes. It's not surgery, obviously, but it's a physical, temporary tightening that can make a visible difference, especially for that loose or crepey skin we start to see as we age. So you've got potassium to reduce puffiness, B vitamins to nourish and brighten, and starch to create that gentle, lifting effect. That's a pretty powerful combination, all from one vegetable. So how exactly do you do this? I'm going to walk you through it step by step because the details really do matter here. My patients who've tried this swear by the method, not just the ingredient. Step one: prep your potato. Go to your grocery store, Walmart, Kroger, wherever you shop, and pick up one fresh, medium-sized potato. Nothing fancy, just make sure it's not sprouting. Sprouts can contain toxins, so we want a nice, firm, fresh potato. Wash it thoroughly and peel off the skin. Step two: turn it into a mush. Now, you have two options here. If you have a box grater in your kitchen, the one you might use for cheese or vegetables, use the finest setting, the one with the tiny holes, the kind you'd use to grate ginger or garlic. Grate that potato until you have a nice, wet, fine pulp. If you're short on time or just don't feel like grating, you can use a blender or food processor. Just chop the potato into chunks. Toss it in with maybe a tablespoon of water, just enough to help it blend, and blitz it until it's completely smooth. The finer, the better. Step three: extract the liquid. This is where we get the good stuff. Take a piece of clean cheesecloth. If you don't have cheesecloth, a clean, thin kitchen towel or even a coffee filter can work. Place your potato pulp in the center, gather up the edges to make a little pouch, and hold it over a small, clean bowl. Now squeeze, and I mean really squeeze. Use your hands and press every last drop of that yellowish liquid out of the pulp. Squeeze until the pulp feels fairly dry. That liquid in the bowl, that's what we're after now. Don't throw away that leftover dry pulp. If you hate wasting food, and I know a lot of you do, you can mix it into a pancake batter. Add it to soups for thickness, or even mix it with an egg and a little flour to make a savory potato patty. Waste not, want not, right? But for our purposes, we're only using the liquid in the bowl. Step 4, the patience step, let it settle, take that bowl of liquid and look at it. It's going to look cloudy, kind of brownish yellow. Now, here's the most important part, do not use it yet. I repeat, do not use it yet. Set that bowl on your counter somewhere it won't be disturbed and walk away. Let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, go fold laundry, answer some emails, whatever you need to do, just leave it alone. When you come back, something amazing will have happened. The liquid will have separated into two distinct layers on top. You'll have a layer of watery, clear, or slightly brownish liquid, and on the bottom of the bowl, a thick, white, almost paste-like layer of pure potato starch. This white stuff is our gold. This is the concentrated starch. The stuff that creates that tightening effect. Very, very carefully tilt the bowl and slowly pour off that top watery layer, leaving only that beautiful white starch paste at the bottom. Take your time with this. You want to keep as much of that white paste as possible. Step 5, create your lifting mask to that white starch paste. We're going to add one simple ingredient. Honey, just a small spoonful of raw honey if you have it. Why honey? It's a natural humectant, which means it attracts and retains moisture. I tell keep the mask from being too drying on your delicate under eye skin. If you have a little milk in your fridge, you can add just a few drops of that too, but really just a few drops, or the mixture will be too thin to stay in place. Then take a small spoon or a cotton swab and mix it all together until you have a smooth, thick, creamy paste. It should look almost like a thick face cream. And that's it. You're all natural. DIY under eye lifting mask is ready. Now, applying it correctly is just as important as making it correctly. Here are 5 key tips to get the best results. Tip 1, timing. Apply this at night after you've washed your face. Your skin is clean, your pores are open, and your skin is most receptive to absorbing the benefits. Plus, doing it at night means you can relax and let it work without having to rush. Tip 2, application technique. Use a small brush, like an old makeup brush you don't use anymore, or just your clean fingertip. Dip it into the paste and apply a generous, thick layer to the area under your eyes. Cover the whole area where you have bags, puffiness, or fine lines. Now, here's a little trick. Don't just slap it on randomly. Apply it with intention. Start near your nose and gently sweep it outward toward your temples. And as you apply, use a very gentle upward motion, just a subtle lifting motion as you put it on. It's a small thing, but it helps reinforce the effect. Tip 3, relax and let it work. Once it's on, do not move your face. Seriously, this is not the time to be scrolling through your phone, watching television, or making funny expressions at your partner. Find a comfortable spot on your couch or bed, lie down, close your eyes, and just be still for about 10 minutes. Just relax, let the mask do its job. Now, here's where it gets interesting. After about 10 minutes, you'll start to feel something. As the mask dries and the water evaporates, the starch will begin to contract. You'll feel a very distinct but not uncomfortable tightening sensation on your skin. It's not painful or drying or itchy. It's just firm, like something is gently pulling the skin taut. Many of my patients describe it as feeling like invisible fingers are gently lifting and smoothing the area. That sensation is the starch working. It's actually creating that physical tightening effect. It's a really satisfying feeling because, something is happening. Tip 4, rinse gently after about 15 to 20 minutes total. Once the mask is completely dry and you've felt that tightening sensation, it's time to remove it. Here's the key. Do not just rub or scrape it off. That delicate under eye skin is too fragile for that. Instead, take some warm water and gently pat the area to wet the mask. Let it soften for a few seconds. Then, using very soft patting motions, gently rinse it away. Pat your skin dry with a soft towel. Don't rub. Now, go look in the mirror. I promise you'll be surprised. That puffiness noticeably reduced, those fine lines smoother, almost like they've been filled in a bit, and the skin itself, I tell, feel incredibly soft and hydrated. It's amazing what a simple potato can do. Tip 5, how often? If you're really motivated and want to see faster results, you can do this every night for the first week, 7 days in a row. After that, to maintain the results, 2 to 3 times a week is perfect. Just make it part of your regular skincare routine. Now, here's the thing. This mask is fantastic for addressing the surface, the puffiness, the temporary tightness, the look of tired skin. But if you really want to address under eye bags long term, we have to talk about what's going on inside your body. because external treatments are great, but lasting change often comes from within. In my practice, when patients come to me with persistent under eye bags that don't seem to go away no matter what they try, I start asking questions about their overall health. Are they getting enough sleep? Are they dehydrated? Are they eating a lot of salty processed foods? Are they under a lot of stress? Because all of these things can contribute. Now, I want to share a concept that many of my patients have found incredibly helpful. It comes from traditional medicine systems, but the principles actually align very well with what we know about health today. In simple terms, think of it this way. Your body has a system for managing fluids and keeping your tissues firm and elastic. When that system gets weak or out of balance, fluids can pool in places they shouldn't, like under your eyes, and the tissues themselves can lose their firmness and start to sag. There's a traditional saying that goes something like, the spleen governs the muscles. What that means in plain language is that your digestive system and your body's ability to process nutrients directly affect the tone and elasticity of your muscles and tissues. When your digestion is weak or overloaded, think processed foods, irregular eating. Too much sugar and salt, your body doesn't handle fluids as well. Fluids accumulate, tissues get loose, and where does fluid tend to settle? In the lowest, weakest areas and the under eye area. That's some of the thinnest, most delicate skin on your entire body. It's a natural place for fluid to pool. So if you're dealing with puffy bags that feel almost like little water balloons under your eyes, the root cause might not be your skin at all. It might be that your body's fluid management system needs support. And if those bags also look dark or bluish, that can sometimes point to other factors like poor circulation or even kidney function, which is another key player in fluid balance. So while you're using that potato mask on the outside to tighten and depuff, what if you also supported your body on the inside to address the root cause? That's where a simple, nourishing food remedy comes in. There's a classic combination that many people swear by for this exact issue. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's made of just 3 ingredients, all of which you can find at any well-stocked grocery store or even online. The first ingredient is dried Chinese yam, also often sold as mountain yam or shan. In many traditional systems, this is considered one of the best foods for strengthening the digestive system and supporting the body's fluids. It's gentle, nourishing, and helps build up the body's foundational energy. The second ingredient is barley, but not the kind you might use for beer. We're talking about hulled barley, or what's sometimes called pearl barley. In many cultures, barley is known for its ability to help the body drain excess fluids. It's a natural diuretic in the best sense of the word. It gently encourages your body to release and eliminate that excess water that can pool under your eyes. The third ingredient is fox nuts, also known as gorgon nuts or macana. These little seeds are prized for their ability to strengthen the kidneys and help the body hold on to its vital energy. If barley helps drain fluids, fox nuts help your body maintain its structure and firmness. They work together as a team. So here's how you make this simple, nourishing porridge. Go to your local Asian grocery store or even order online. You're looking for dried Chinese yam slices, pearl barley, and dried fox nuts. Get them in their dried form. Take these 3 ingredients and measure them out in equal parts. So for example, 1 tablespoon of each or a quarter cup of each, depending on how much you want to make. Rinse them well. Now, here's a tip. Barley and fox nuts are quite hard, so it helps to soak them beforehand. Just cover them with water and let them sit for an hour or 2 or even overnight in the fridge. After soaking, drain them and put them in a pot with plenty of fresh water. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat. Cover it and let it simmer gently for at least an hour, maybe longer, until everything is soft and the mixture has thickened into a nice porridge-like consistency. You can make a big batch and have it for breakfast throughout the week. The flavor is very mild, slightly nutty, and honestly quite comforting. It's the kind of warm, simple food that just feels good for your body. Now, here's what happens when you eat this regularly. You're giving your body exactly what it needs to strengthen its fluid management systems. You're helping it gently drain excess water while simultaneously supporting the tissues that hold everything in place over time as your digestion strengthens and your fluid balance improves. That under eye puffiness has less reason to keep coming back, and because your body is better nourished, your skin overall will start to look healthier, brighter, more radiant, less dull and tired. It's a true inside-out approach, and there's one more piece to this puzzle, one more simple free thing you can do that takes almost no time but can make a real difference. It's acupressure. There's a specific point on your face that, in many traditional systems, is considered the go-to spot for eye health. It's called, in some traditions, Chengqi, which poetically means container of tears or tear container. It's the point that is said to receive and drain tears. And it's incredibly easy to find. Look straight ahead into a mirror, find your pupil, the dark center of your eye. Now trace a line straight down from that pupil right below your eye. You'll feel the bony ridge of your eye socket. Feel along that ridge directly below your pupil, and you'll find a small natural hollow or depression. That's the point. Now, here's how to work with it. You can do this anytime when you're putting on your eye cream in the morning or evening, or just when you have a few minutes to relax. Take your index finger, or better yet, your ring finger, since it's naturally weaker and will apply less pressure, and place it right on that point. You're going to press gently but firmly into that hollow. You're not pressing on your eyeball, you're pressing on the bone. You want to feel a slight satisfying pressure, almost like you're pressing inward and slightly upward toward the bone behind the eye. You might feel a tiny bit of a chiness or a dull sensation. That's actually a good sign in acupressure. That's called de qi, or obtaining the qi. It means you found the right spot and you're stimulating it effectively. Then, using that finger, make small, gentle circles. Press, circle, release. Do this for about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. And make sure you do both eyes. What this does is stimulate circulation in the area. It brings fresh blood flow to the tissues, which brings oxygen and nutrients and helps carry away metabolic waste and excess fluid. Think of it like clearing a clogged drain. If fluid is pooling under your eyes because circulation is sluggish, stimulating this point helps get everything moving again. It's like giving your under eye area a little flush. So look at what we have here. We've got a three-part system that works together beautifully. One, the external mask, the potato starch and honey mask, gives you that immediate temporary tightening and depuffing effect. It's your quick fix, your look good for tomorrow solution. Two, the internal nourishment, the warm porridge with yam-barley and foxnuts works from the inside out, strengthening your body system so that puffiness and sagging have less reason to happen in the first place. It's your long-term foundation. Three, the circulation booster, the gentle acupressure on that point under your eyes helps keep everything moving, preventing fluid from stagnating and pooling. This is a complete holistic approach. And the best part, it's all natural, it's all safe, and it doesn't cost a fortune. No expensive surgeries, no overpriced creams that promise the moon and deliver nothing. Just simple, effective things you can do at home. Now, before you run off to try this, I have to give you 3 very important warnings. These matter. Warning number 1, be gentle. I cannot say this enough. The skin around your eyes is the thinnest, most delicate skin on your entire body. It has very few oil glands and it's easily damaged. When you're applying the mask, and especially when you're rinsing it off, be incredibly gentle. No rubbing, no pulling, no tugging. Use your ring finger, use soft patting motions. And treat that skin like the precious thing it is. If you're rough, you're not going to fix your eye bags, you're going to create new wrinkles. And none of us want that. Warning number 2, do a patch test first. I know it's just a potato. You eat potatoes, right? What could go wrong? But here's the thing. Everyone's skin is different. Some people are sensitive to raw potato. It's rare, but it happens. So before you put this anywhere near your eyes, do a simple test. Take a tiny bit of that potato starch paste and apply it to the inside of your wrist or behind your ear. Leave it for 15 to 20 minutes. If you see any redness, itching, or irritation, do not use this on your face. Your body is telling you something. If there's no reaction, you're good to go. It takes 2 minutes and it could save you a lot of discomfort. Warning number 3, and this is the big one, do not underestimate the power of sleep. You can use the most perfect potato mask every single night. You can eat that nourishing porridge for breakfast every morning. You can massage that acupressure point until your fingers are tired, but if you are staying up until 2 a.m. scrolling through your phone or watching videos, it's all for nothing. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. It's when your skin regenerates, when your cells rebuild, when your hormones balance. If you're not sleeping, you're actively working against everything else you're trying to do. I tell my patients all the time, the best, most effective, most powerful anti-aging treatment in the world is 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. Nothing else comes close. So please, for the love of your under eyes, put the phone down and go to bed. Okay, let's do a quick recap so you remember all of this. First, the external lift, make your potato starch and honey mask, apply it at night with that gentle upward motion. Let it dry, feel the tightening sensation, rinse gently, do it every night for the first week, then 2 to 3 times a week after that. Second, the internal support. Make that warm porridge with dried yam, barley, and foxnuts. Eat it regularly as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Support your body's natural fluid management and tissue strength from the inside out. Third, the circulation boost every day. Gently massage that acupressure point directly under your pupil on the bony ridge, 3 to 5 minutes on each side. Keep things moving. This is for educational purposes only. Always consult your own doctor before making changes. This approach isn't about spending hundreds of dollars on fancy treatments. It's about taking control of your own health using simple, natural, time-tested methods that actually work with your body, not against it. You don't have to let under eye bags steal the brightness from your eyes. Even just feeling more confident and energized when you look in the mirror is worth it. So start tonight. Try the mask, make the porridge this weekend, do the massage while you're watching television. And after a week or two, come back to the comments and tell me how it's going. I genuinely want to hear your stories, share your experience, ask questions. Let's learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps more people find this information. And share it with a friend or family member who's been complaining about their under eye bags. You might just help them feel a lot better. Here's to bright, smooth, confident eyes. I'll see you in the next video. If you're dealing with any health concerns, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice.